This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Reading from Toxic Relationships, we read about the escapist spouse. Your partner is willing to work on the issues between you and... Your partner is unwilling to work on the issues between you, and they instead suggest that you should outsource for satisfaction from a side lover while you're still married to them. It's a trap. Is it a trap? Are they not being considerate, compassionate? They know you're missing something from them, so they're giving you permission to get it outside.
What is the essence of marriage? That you can meet each other's needs. If we cannot be loyal, if we cannot be meeting each other's needs, then the marriage has defeated the sense. It does not have the sense. And also, the fact that they want you to go out, what are they admitting?
That they will do that.
Exactly.
Or are already doing it.
Yes. Or they're just unwilling to fix what is happening. And they're also asking you to become another person. Does your faith and convictions and integrity something we keep forgetting? Mm-hmm. Because it's not visible now. Mm-hmm. Who we shall be tomorrow. So who you shall be tomorrow, does it accommodate that kind of behavior?
No. Not me.
That is one thing we always, and I told you, brothers particularly, women see their potential before he sees it himself. Mm. When he's still in the sex hunting craze, ladies can see this one has a future. Mm. So they get a child with you. Mm. And when you're trying to run for the gubernatorial seat, she shows up. Please remember your child.
Hey. Mm? Yeah.
And now they have you on
a leash.
Yes. Because you are asking for leadership that has morality, that what people want to see that you're organized.
Yeah.
But you forgot that you could have a big destiny. Let me talk to first-year students, mm-hmm. college students, mm-hmm. Form 4 students. Mm-hmm. Your colleagues may be going on a dating craze, drinking craze, sleeping, sexing craze. What about your future? Think about 10 years from now. Mm. Will you be embarrassed when people are pulling out photos from the craziness you are doing? When people are trying to contact you and why are you pretending that you don't remember us? Do you want evidence? Remember that. Remember where you might be going. The one thing that Samson forgot is his tomorrow. Mm. Because he was hungry for attention now. Mm. For man to entertain himself now.
Yeah.
He forgot about tomorrow.
Yeah.
That his enemies knew he has a very big position. And they could trade that. These women, you are lying on their laps. They'll be given 1,100 pieces of silver. Whatever millions it amounts to, whatever favor it amounts to, whatever position it amounts to, just to sell you.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This is just a suggestion.
Yep.
And I've imagined someone who is maybe in an otherwise functional marriage and maybe even happy, or at least some moments of happiness. And then someone makes this suggestion. You know, this suggestion gives the marriage a new definition and tells me that this is not something I want.
Yes.
But now I'm in it. I'm deep in it. Is that enough for me to start leaving, exiting the marriage, or what's the next step?
If I ask you to go find happiness elsewhere, if I ask you to go get your needs met, that is where you find your happiness. For example, if it is sexual satisfaction, they're not telling you to just go pick that element only.
Yeah.
The person you're sleeping with, you're also talking to, expressing your feelings, isn't it?
Yes.
Telling how you felt and planning and dreaming and
yeah.
So there's no marriage here. Instead of a person asking you to change into something that contradicts this life, the life you want to live, why are they being fake? If they are done, try to make this work, they should just release you. Yes.
Or I can have the courage to leave.
We are saying, ultimately, you're the one to make decisions.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're responding that way because you're also the one asking what is happening.
Yeah.
They are avoidant.
Oh.
Some people just take leave of absence. And they can make it look like job far away. You know, your job will be very happy if you ask to be sent to Turkana. Nobody wants to Turkana, but Lily has asked for. No problem to Turkana. I'm just talking about the margin very far away.
I hear you, yeah.
So many people can ask for very far away just to avoid.
And then they'll tell you blatantly.
You know.
To look for.
If you don't want to understand, it's just job. You don't want to understand.
That's something.
Yes. Sometimes they don't say it directly. They don't avoid you when they're in the same house. They leave on a plausible explanation of job appointments.
Yeah.
Others make sure they're always moving. They take all the difficult tasks that involve moving to just avoid. Because they want to have it both ways. Want to have a marriage without paying the price of being married.
Yes.
Without meeting your needs, just be a social prop. Be careful with social props. Some people want the image of being married.
Yeah.
Saying, I am married with a husband and children. But she has no investment of being a wife. She's not committed to pay the price, be there, meet the needs, hold the space of a wife. But they want you to play the married one.
Yeah.
Okay, back to our topic, how to overcome church trauma. Sometimes the job at church requires you to be
married. That's a trap. That can be a trap.
And even if the other person has cheated and you've had to divorce, now resign. Oh, what happened there? I was cheated on.
Oh my gosh. And now I'm losing my job.
Where is the fairness there?
There's no fair. It's not fair. I think religious institutions do need to be revolutionized on a serious note when it comes to marriage.
And thank you. But it's going to start individually. Let me tell you the truth. Institutions, governments, and churches don't change easily. You die and leave them like that. Don't even try.
Move on.
Don't.
Move on.
Big society changes very slowly.
Yeah, that's true.
Very slowly. So don't sit here trying to campaign. One guy tried when he was trying to help King Henry. Henry fell with the Pope. He tried to divorce, and the church was not allowing divorce. And the Pope issued threats, and Henry ignored them. Then nobody ignored the Pope.
Nobody ignores the Pope.
So he threatened him with excommunication. He was a king of England, not a small person.
Yes.
and he wanted to divorce Catherine, and rumor went around that now he was trying to do the unthinkable, go ahead and just do the divorce despite the Pope's threats, and with time he did it. Okay, and he married another young lady. And so another guy looking by the side gave the king another solution. Instead of struggling with the Pope, you just start your own church.
Yes. Are you saying we should start?
No, I'm trying to warn you against trying to change society too quickly. Because he went ahead now and proposed the Church of England and ahead to now start reforms quickly to establish another church.
Yeah.
Henry just wanted a divorce, but this guy has gone all ahead now to change the church. Because the church is not agreeing for divorce, let's start another one that agrees for
divorce.
The subject looks plain, but large societies are not as simple. They're not as simple.
It's true.
They're not as simple.
Because the church that King Henry started still does not generally accept divorce.
There have been many reformations in between the way. What he started may not be exactly what is there today in terms of texture and how they live. But that time, I'm just warning you against that guy who picked it upon himself to demolish these cathedrals, started it on. No, the king realized there's an uprising coming. It is him who lost. The guy was trying to reform people immediately. You don't do that. Just learn from history. The only thing you can do is to protect yourself, your interest. We're just saying sometimes what you're suffering has been sponsored by groups, by communities. And you feel left out, you feel alone, you feel this person has abandoned me, but people are telling me, just hold there, even as we did this, how you can't. So you're alone. You're alone. The whole arrangement is just against you.
Yeah.
There's some jobs also that require you to be, the employee is couples. So when this person is trying to threaten the marriage, you're going to collapse. We have international schools or job stations that don't want to bring you when you're single. It's not convenient. They're transporting you to France. So they prefer couple teachers, particularly schools are good at that. And the NGOs that they're sending you to places, they prefer family or a couple. And they have a whole facility because of the situations there.
Yes.
The social support, you are better when you are two of you. Now, when you have gone so far as France on job posting as a couple,
and then somebody makes a funny suggestion.
starts cheating. Now you're trying to explain to this school, I'm innocent. My employer, please, don't punish the victim.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't just lose marriage, you lose your life as you knew it. You're dependent on that marriage. Or you had built such a mighty presence in that town as a business enterprising couple, and you are flourishing, and your enemies were angry. Now this marriage has broken. Where will you sit?
Where will you sit?
Sometimes you just have to move totally to another life. So what we are proposing here, sometimes people are playing double, playing in between. It's because they know if they break the marriage, they'll also lose their job, lose their name, lose who they are. But they're no longer committed to you, so they start playing around you. Don't help them maintain the pretense. Don't. No.
Oh my.
And many people are married by people whose job needs the marriage, are tortured that way. So now you want to destroy my career. So, and the person is not cheating, they're not mistreating you, they're not ignoring you. They're not doing their part, but he knows the career and the marriage are intertwined. And now you're being told by society, no, don't sacrifice all that. Oh, their children, sacrifice yourself. You forget your happiness, forget about your joy. Just die that. Be depressed, no problem. Anxiety, no problem. Migraine, no problem. You die, no problem. If you bury you, no problem. We'll eat rice, no problem. But please, don't disturb the essential. That's what they're saying. They come with the hymns and sing song in the sweet by and by you shall meet Lily. And this Lily we're telling her to just swallow it, suppress, silence, hush. Huh? So that you don't make us uncomfortable with the divorce. Sometimes it's your community where you come from. They tell you, don't come back here. We said when you leave marriage, you don't go to your parents, go to your life.
Go to your life.
Go to your life. And I hope you realize that you're getting professional friends who you meet in your workplace, in your work circles, that are more loyal than historical friends who just knew you as the child so and so, or college friends. People who value you for what you do tend to really respect you highly. And you get mother figures now, father figures now. Not every customer or client you get personal, but them that you do become personal, the depth is on another level. Because they appreciate you for what you do. They see your worth, not just the local name at home. And the second child is so and so. They see the different light. We are saying, even when you have to leave, you go now to these people who have become family. We said we have friends who become family and family who are not friends.
Friends who become family and family who are not friends.
Yes.
All right. It's true. 100%.
You know?
Yes.
You can count on this friend.
Yes.
You've come through for each other. That's why you travel to Rusinga, you travel to Coast, to places you have no relatives, to stand with a friend who's like a relative.
Yes.
And you feel nothing. It's Uganda, but we are going.
Yeah.
who that person has become to you,
Yeah.
it matters more.
So true.
It matters more.
Yeah.
And you see people buying your merchandise from so far away when you're on cousins. Okay, I don't mean your cousins. I know them, I don't know them personally. But a lot of times, they even named after the same person as you.
Yes.
They're wondering, what is it?
Yeah.
Come slowly.
Yeah.
Even go home and you switch off your lights. You know, sometimes you go home.
You do. Yeah. You pick out the muted clothes to go home with. Yeah.
Just play the small role
Yes. Yes.
before you go back to your space.
Yeah.
This to say, there are times that you know you are alone, but you've been gaslighted by groups. And therefore, you gathering clan meetings won't help. Gathering exorcism. Some people say it was a devil. Gathering exorcism. Beating sword.
Hey. You know those prophets who call people, okay, no problem with prophets.
Yeah.
But there are some who will call you for deliverance,
Yeah.
and drama and theatrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there comes a time, Lily, you know you just have to start afresh in your own life. Yes.
All right, all that and more from How to Recognize and Deal with Toxic Relationships. There's so many other books by Benjamin. Please find them on www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. That's where you can purchase the books. Each is going for 1,000 bob. That's about $8. Calculate what it is in your own currency. And also that vibe, this conversation we're having, you'll find more of it on the November 11th, 2023 Grow Your Love and Your Money conference. It's going to be at the Utali Hotel. There's an option to come physically, an option to come virtually. Please get more information on our website. That said, you are telling us that there are things a woman must have before she gets married.
Yes. And brothers have no clue.
Tell them.
What brothers we have been hyped with, inundated with, heard from songs and drama, you know, from music, from our culture, it was about getting a lover, not a wife.
Uh-huh.
A lover is seductress, is charming, is
Steamy. Yeah.
she gives you
Yeah. I get you. We get you. We want it.
but you know, miserable to us. For us brothers, we are really conditioned for misery.
Really?
Yes. What society hyped. Even when people introduce their girlfriends or their wives, we are trying to gauge the physical score. And sometimes we are disappointed. This guy could have gotten better. This one does not even know how to wear clothes. You know the way the sisters-in-law talk about? They gauge you.
Yeah.
Society told men the wrong message. It's unfortunate.
Is it entirely wrong though?
It's one-sided.
All right. Yes, it is.
And half-truths sometimes are dangerous, just as dangerous as a lie. I saw one paper, Safaricom announced that, I saw a headline, Safaricom to close its shops. Safaricom is closing down its shops, except the JKIA one.
Panic.
And I clicked there, only to find they were closing one day. And reopening the next day.
Yeah.
Partly true, but a lie, because it's partial.
Yeah.
They should have said just Safaricom to close for a day.
Exactly.
But they leave it there.
That will not make you click. I see what you're saying.
So sometimes we are told also to close.
Yeah.
It was like that. Romance was emphasized without telling us there's another story. There's another story after falling in love. You will fall in love, but will she follow you for life? So there are several things, brothers. The secret is out.
Here it is.
After a lot of midnight burning oil racking up, we could try to find where is the nut. what you are getting wrong. Are there things those men who marry right look at? Are there things that who marry wrong ignore? And one thing, those who marry right, some people want to tell you, it's all guess what? Just close your eyes and follow anyone. Doesn't matter. They're trying to avoid responsibility. They are trying to say, even cars, you just close your eyes and okay, I follow this, let me buy this one. There's due diligence, choices have consequences, you know, and you're supposed to get knowledge at all costs. What is the knowledge? The one thing she must have, you want to marry, is a combination of both, contented with her life and still committed to getting better. It's a very rare combination. And many men have been settling for only contented. Now, the problem with contented people, sometimes they also settled.
Yeah, and resistant to progress.
Yes. So, a girl from a poor village looks like she lives simply. Does not have greed for the flashy things, and the brother may be flattered. And many have done that. Marry a woman with humble beginnings. There's nothing humble about poverty. Some of this language is too polite. It's too polite. It should be humiliating beginnings. But
That's true. That is it. There's a difference.
Yes. So we polite language. English was very polite. You remember that?
Yes.
They had the system of the king, system of royalty. So English came from a very polite culture that had images to preserve. Shiva, yeah, a lot of modesty. So Africa, we don't have our own English. When it comes up, we'll be savage. So for now,
that's a very good proposal. We need to develop our own English.
I mean,
yes,
with some savagery, honestly. Yes. These guys don't know poverty. Why are they calling it humble? My friend,
it's not
humility is a virtue, but poverty has no virtue. No virtue. So, because she had these low beginnings, the brother thinks she's, simple. Our mentor gave us some of the 3 qualities we were to look for, and he was talking about simplicity. And he was saying simplicity is the ability to find fun in things that are not complex, far-fetched, hard to get, expensive. He was saying, can you walk in the sunset? Both of you just enjoy that evening without pizza and some delivery complex from KFC in the next town. And one guy had married a complex girl, and he was giving a speech to us. And while he was giving, she was writing notes. You are forgetting it's my birthday today. Can you finish this thing? And he was offline. So he was thrown off.
Yeah.
And he had to interrupt his. We realized the notes, because we were left there. We realized the notes were the ones that really interrupted our conference.
Yeah.
So our mentor was warning us that when circumstances require just enjoying the simpler things, sometimes money will not always be there, circumstances will not always. There's a place for flamboyancy. You don't become so ignorant that you never invest. But there are times when it's the simplicity. It's a chatty, happy evening that is a highlight for us. It's not things we bought.
Yeah.
There's some cereals I love, but they're only found in my region. Nairobians don't have them. I've been quite disappointed. So you go to cereal shops, I don't get that particular cereal. They just have a watered down hybrid of it, and it's not even everywhere.
What are they? I'm so curious. You have to tell me what they are. What do you mean you start stories, you don't tell us the end? What cereals are they?
I need to fill the gap with your own favorite. You see, I don't know whether they have an English name.
Tell us in your...
But I was just so used to them growing up, and they're not there. And then I kept to find, so sometimes just when you go home now, you make sure when you go home you eat. It's serious. This is not a complex burger made of this and the other. It's not expensive. It's just where you are. This is not countryside. We're in the city, my friend. Can you adapt?
I know. Does that explain sometimes why men are so attached to their mother's cooking.
The mother represents a culture to us. She's not just a woman. She's a whole childhood of meals and moods and memory of taste and don't take me there. I feel like going home. Stop all this.
Oh, we're ending the show. And then we have to go home.
So sometimes the mother is a whole childhood.
Yeah.
And memories and flavors.
Wow.
So one day in my conversation, my wife learned I like those cereals.
Uh-huh.
Before I do it, I saw them in the house.
Woo!
What is that? Simple things
Yes.
that somebody keeps in mind. And they know they matter to you. It is not that they cost a lot. You just need to remember to carry them. I'm always home. Why don't I carry?
Yeah.
So our mentor was calling it simplicity. Today I'll tell men about contentment. Contentment is a woman who has no greed. Contentment means absence of greed, acceptance of where the face you are, and to be satisfied with the inconveniences of smallness at that stage. I have to really rub it down. It's inconvenient.
It is.
Because you can't buy what you want. You
Yeah.
can't travel as you would have wished. The birthday is not as flashy. You really feel.
I wanted to do more, but this is what I can do.
Exactly. You need a woman who has that, combined with a hunger, a progressive growth to go forward, get better. So, this is how you shall test it. That she can budget for small money and imagine big money at the same time.
At the same time.
That's very difficult. That's a funnel growth. That where we are now is very narrow. She can live on small budget and she still looks put together.
Yeah.
Women who don't have this get money from men, con the other one. You start dating, they're asking for money. You start doing this. They are on loan, they're in debts, they overstretch, they buy what they can't afford. They live beyond that. Means they have an image.
Yeah.
Those are, and sometimes it's not. And I keep telling men, some of these women are not exactly greedy. You wouldn't describe that way. She's just disorganized, not contented, does not understand her season. She has not accepted her face in life. She does not have a long-term plan. A woman who knows one day I'll get there can bear being here. When she knows I'll drive those cars, you can't come here and you are trying to talk to her with that car. You think now she will lower her guard to just agree to whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
She's confident. She knows it's only a matter of time. And so this woman who you can see her composed in her present situation of not exactly abundant. Sometimes it's because of responsibilities and many other places to help and spread yourself. You can see that she aims, but also be warned, brothers, that she should be capable of class and greatness and royalty, capable of it by she can seize the vision. Some of the ideas I used to tell my wife, I was also scared. If you question them, I'll run away because they're still too infant.
Yeah.
Far-fetched. You know, some of your dreams are far-fetched.
Yes.
They don't look realistic. If Kirubi told you what to build up the biggest mall, okay, all right. You didn't get it. Some dreams are far-fetched, but they're possible. But there are so many steps between here and there. But can she still see that it's doable? Can she believe it and even try to add details to it that are practical? That's how you know she's nursing it, accepting of it. We said women too have visions. What was her vision? Don't marry a woman who never dreamed of anything. She won't support your dreams. She needs to have a brain. The second quality that is very critical is that she should have resolved her father issues, her daddy issues. You are coming to pick from where daddy left, even if he left. Bro, don't be ignorant now. Always check her feeling towards her dad. Has she made peace? If dad was present, loving, and they're still friends, congrats. But has she also established individuation to make decisions, even if he does not approve? There's a daddy issue when you're enmeshed.
Yes.
That you can't think independent. That you can't do something that dad does not approve. You can't marry that woman. You'll be adopted by the dad. You'll be made another son. To be controlled there.
Yeah.
Has that woman resolved that issues? Has she attained balance at whether dad is totally deadbeat, that she has actually gone down to appreciate what might have happened, not suppressed, expressed, dug up. Some women are just avoided. He was not there, it doesn't matter. No, it was wrong that he was not there. What do you say about it? You felt, when other children are talking about their daddies, you felt it.
Yeah.
When you longed for guidance and protection from the hostility of men, you yearned for your dad.
So healing is not to defend
No.
an injustice. That's
No.
not.
Thank you very much
not
for putting it that way.
Yeah.
It's acknowledging it was very wrong. But after he went down, I realized he left because he was also running from his own life.
Yes.
He couldn't give me what he did not have. I feel bad about it, and I hope my children don't suffer from that. But I'm no longer at war. I can't change him. I've accepted. We are not friends because he's nowhere in my life.
Right.
But we are not enemies either. It's not personal. This man is running. Generally, a runner.
Is that right? It's him.
Thank you.
It's his nature. It's
So
his,
so we know she has resolved that issues when she does what daddy was supposed to do. But if she's suppressing, she will never do it. What was dad supposed to do? Validate. Give you a sense of belonging, a sense of safety in the world, a sense of confidence. Confidence is primarily daddy's job. Mom gives you emotional connectors to your stress. You know how to talk emotions from mom. You know how to say, I belong, I am, I can fight, I am worthy from dad. They're supposed to give you those energies. This society is so crazy. We think single parenting is okay. It's a crisis we're supposed to resolve. Everybody is raised by one parent must compensate for the other one. If you go without that energy, you'll be defective. You won't even stand up for yourself. You won't know a healthy man. The first man to touch you is the one sleeping on top of you, making you a mother as well.
Hey.
And running like the way the first one ran, because you don't want to pay for the price of digging up. People don't face the pain because it's uncomfortable, so they run away from it. She should have resolved her daddy issues. And lastly, this woman should be coming to build, not just to eat. And what is the difference? The one coming to build comes with a shovel. The one coming to eat comes with a bowl. Check what she's coming with. Women show you early. You just don't want to see. They show why they are coming.
They do.
You get the vibe of a taker.
You do.
You get it. And you get the vibe of a giver. A giver. Now, people gaslight givers by saying, she doesn't ask for much. My friend. You're just a giver doesn't mean you expect nothing. No. You are full, you want another full person. Prepared, you want another person who's prepared. The way you are giving, they should give without you having to beg. You anticipate my need, anticipate yours. We feed each other. Those people are given spoons that were too tall to feed yourself with. It's too long, you can't really bring it here. But because I'm sitting over there, you can feed me, and I can feed you.
Wow.
That's how marriage is. A person who is a giver expects another giver. When givers are not self-conscious, they marry takers and they're depleted. And they give up. I don't believe in love. Women like this. Women like this. You are a giver, date givers.
Yeah.
You'll be surrounded by takers because they're all over. They hype you and flatter you. So, brother, you know this woman is the one you should marry only if she has prepared to be a builder. Do you know how to prepare to be a builder? Is a 10-year journey. Women have been told by culture to sit and be fed. A lady had a grandma, her mother actually, who built a house in 1920s, her own house before she got married. Unheard of in the culture. The mother fell up with the dad, and she was the last one. Brought the mother there, built the house is still standing today.
Wow.
She was young, built a house, built career, got married, had a life. She said, my mother showed me you can do anything. Herself is now elderly. The children are like our age. She was saying, no, I borrowed this from my mother. When society was saying women are nothing, she just thought different. Built a house, gave her mother dignity, built a very big farm, grew crops, kept animals. Today, a woman who wants to become a builder must go against culture.
Yes.
Culture that says your beauty is a premium, that is an investment. The man should do you, give you this lifestyle. A woman has to go around a journey of, from my estimation, not less than 10 years of just building herself, planning her life, without hardening. Women who are careerly successful are hardened. They don't want to love. They're not vulnerable anymore. They gave up on love. That's why they went to job. I'm saying you should build your career without hardening, without giving up on love, without becoming Peter, without becoming closed off, and a masculine, and a fighter, and a man. Whatever a man can do, women can do. Can you make another woman pregnant? Anyway, let's not go there. But we should not fight. We were not meant to fight.
Violence. Benjamin.
They become masculine, and she's successful driving to compete with the man, not to prepare to build with the man. If you meet a woman as a point to prove, bro, don't wait for the blow, eh? She'll prove the point on your face. Avoid it, bro. To find a woman who's still open emotionally, present like a feminine, with a feminine energy, flowing at peace, and career-wise successful. One woman was like that, and she was leading a very fierce feminine group. There was this feeder who used to really be very vocal. First time she was a leader, and her nephew was our classmate. And he will tell us, if you see our auntie at home, there's nothing of all these vibes you're seeing here. These women, some of them know how to split their jobs. Don't be fool and you're carried. She used to advise the other girls who were lawyers, say, you see, law is popular with becoming activists. Don't become an activist. My auntie leads that group that campaigns cases for women. But at home, she's just a mother, a wife, a friend, lovely, easy, flowing. And she keeps leading in positions, but she knows how to remove one costume and put the other one.
Yes.
This is to say, you need a woman who comes to build, but she has not hardened. Yes.
All right. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. That sounds fair. It sounds fair. It sounds doable.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode and at the conference. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Months. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work